So the last time that we were out in the yard, we were installing the Ryobi Bagger for my Zero Turn mower by Ryobi, and we went through the steps of how to add it. And today we're going through using it. So the reason I got the Ryobi Bagger was because at the beginning of the year I scalped my lawn because my lawn, when we moved into the house last year, it wasn't perfect. There was some heavy patches in the front yard. There is some, I don't know the proper term, where the soil is extremely compacted out by where the vehicles are in the driveway. And so, this summer I've gone through multiple steps to fix that. So I started the season and I scalped it to begin with. And, we put down, fertilizer and Humichar, pre-emergent. We have overseeded. I have aerated, video coming on that. And in the meantime, I picked up this amazing bagger by Ryobi for my Zero Turn. And, again, if this is the first time you're seeing a video from me, this is my all-electric 100 milliamp. I don't even know the term for it. There's 4 big batteries in the back of this. It's an all-electric Zero Turn 42-inch blade deck mower by Ryobi. And so I picked up this bagger, and I've used this bagger now for about a month, and it's been amazing. The clippings, I didn't realize how many clippings I was leaving down on my lawn until I started using this bagger. And interesting thing about the bagger is that when the grass is dry, you hear the clippings going into the bag. You physically hear individual blades of grass hitting or going up the piping there and into the back and falling into the grass bags. And I will say that they fill up heavily. The bags get heavy, and you can see after cutting how efficient it is, if you will. As you can see, the seal isn't extremely tight, and so yes, some does get out, but it's a lawn and it's only $349. That is a lot of money, but in comparison to some other units that I've seen. But with that being said, it works really, really well. And as you can see, as I'm cutting the grass in multiple areas in my yard, the clippings are not falling out of the bag. And so, not falling out of the bag. Some are falling out of the bag. They're not being left on the ground. And so, as you saw from the, and I mean in clumps, obviously it's falling out, but I mean in clumps. It's not leaving clumps of clippings on the ground in streaks that you would have to come back behind and clean up. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, if you have not watched the last video, I'll link it here. But that was when I installed the bagger. And the bagger comes with all of the parts, right? It comes with the lower tube, it comes with the top tube, it comes with the cover, it comes with the mount, it comes with the 2 bags, it comes with a, what do you call that, elastic string rope? I don't know. Listen, I don't know. It comes with that. And then it also comes with the bagging blades, and you have to put those blades on. Again, I've linked the video. It's a really quick process, so I'm not going to bore you with that. However, it was very, 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 very simple to put it on. And honestly, the only reason it took me so long to put it on is because I was recording a video and making a video for you all to see the installation. If it wasn't for that, I think I could have put this thing on in about 15 minutes. And 10 of those minutes would have been changing the blades on the mower, because you do have to put on the specific bagging blades to get the clippings to go up and get pulled in that direction. So while we're on that, let's talk about the next point, is that it is suggested or not recommended by Ryobi to use these blades without the bag, because the blades pull the grass upwards in a weird, I don't know, rotation or whatever. Listen, I don't know the science behind it, but you don't want to use these blades when you don't have the bagger attached. I left this little clip in there to point out that the bagger is big. It's about 23 inches deep in the actual size of the bag, and it's about 33 inches tall. And then you have to add in the distance again of the mount from the back of the mower, and also the cover again. So I left that little clip in there to let you know that your nimble, amazing little lightweight zero turn mower is now heavy and a little awkward, and you have to pay attention when you're on hills now, because the bags will fill up extremely quick. And that is not a knock, that is actually a good thing. It's because it picks up almost everything minus the debris that it lets, come out of the lids, if you will, that you saw in the last section of the video. But, I wanted to mention that this does change the dynamics of your mower now. And now you have to compensate for that while you're riding. And you have to get used to riding with this bag. It's about, if the mower deck is 42 inches wide, the bag is about 40 inches wide. And so it's the width of the mower. And, when you fill that up, it's it's heavy, and it's again the size of that mower. It's so hard to tell in these videos how, I guess, steep these hills are in my yard. But just watch the wheels, watch the front wheels when I'm, riding the mower. And again, I had this for a year before I bought the bagger. And so I got used to riding it, on these hills and different things like that, before I got the bagger. One thing to look at or pay attention to, which you won't be able to tell in this video, is that when you're on these hills now with that added weight on the back wheels from the bagger, you have to be more careful with tearing up the grass. And so you'll see me pulling into the concrete a little bit more on this hill, because I try my best not to turn around on the hill as often. So just hints, I guess, tips and tricks to pay attention to when you purchase it. Because I'm going to skip ahead and tell you now, I definitely recommend this. It's an amazing product, and it picks up everything. And from the time that I started using this to now, which is about, I made that video the weekend that I put on the bagger. So that's literally about a month, June 6th-ish, 6th, 11th through 11th, somewhere around that time frame, if I remember looking at the date. So I've had it about a month, and I'm going to show you some cell phone footage from my lawn in a little bit here towards the end of the video, but definitely wanted you to see the kind of how you have to pay attention while you're using this on the heels. And another thing to note about the bags, the labeling is wrong on the mower tube. So the mower tube will tell you that the little indicator blows and spins when the bags are empty. It's actually the exact opposite. The little indicator on the tube doesn't blow until the bags are full, and then when they're full, then the air blows past the tubes instead. Because of the leakage, every time you use this, you have to clean it up, dust off everything from the mower. You had to do that anyway, and remember, you can't use water really on this, so keep your blower handy. Next, I just want to show you some footage of how the lawn's looking, since I added the bagger. And this is very early on when Sam was on watch, when we were seeding and all of these different things. And then this is now. And I do so handedly recommend this product, but there are some things that you definitely need to know, and I'm actually going to do a video on it individually just to make sure we cover it in detail. But the bag changes the weight distribution on the mower, and so I learned that the hard way. Stay tuned for the next video. Stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you next time. Peace.